Alright guys, Famine52 back again. Today we are going to be continuing our spoiler heavy playthrough of Final Fantasy VII on hard mode. If you are looking for a spoiler free playthrough, I suggest you check out my normal playlist on my channel. Other than that, while you're there, if you like what you're seeing, go ahead and like, share, comment, and subscribe. But let's go ahead and hop on into chapter 10? Yeah, chapter 10. Alright, so here we are, President Shinra and Heidegger.
Yes, there will be no delays.
They're talking about the destruction of the plate. There we have Reeves, also known as Kate Sith.
The Sector 7 Undercity is home to more than 50,000.
Director Touristy.
At least let us issue a warning, sir.
Bro, he doesn't care about the
Stench
people.
of the director's cowardice fills the room yet again.
Progress requires sacrifice.
Learn to live with it.
Yeah, so for anyone confused, President Shinra is trying to manufacture a Wu-Tai enemy to get the people willing to go back to war with Wu-Tai. And here we are down in the slums after Corneo unceremoniously deposited us down here.
Where in the...
Down in the sewers.
Damn it, reeks.
So here we go with one of our last decisions that I know of that actually changes things up in the game. We could either talk to Tifa first, which we did in our normal playthrough, or we could talk to Aerith first. Depending on who we talk to first will affect who we get a little special scene with in chapter 14, I believe. But let's go ahead and talk to Aerith. And yeah, let's see what she has to say.
Aerith.
Cloud. We have to get to Sector 7.
Yeah.
That bastard!
Yes, ma'am. Ooh. I need to adjust materia, don't I? I am not going to have the chance, though.
You gotta be kidding me!
This guy looks so cool in the remake.
You bet! Bring it on!
Alright, so here we have Abzu, a giant beast that Don Corneo keeps in the sewers. Much more intelligent than it appears, it uses the surrounding environment to its advantage and attacks with sewer water. Magic attacks only have a slight effect on its stagger gauge, and ice attacks have no effect on the gauge at all. It is weak to fire, resistant to ice, and it is immune to poison, silence, slow, and the fixed damage stuff. Alright, so here we go. Does anybody have fire on? Cloud doesn't, Tifa doesn't, and I can't even check that. Alright, so let's go ahead and start out with a focus, or not. Alright, so let's nope, that did not work. I was trying to counter stance right there. Let's go ahead and head over to Tifa, build up her chi real quick. And let's just kind of smack the guy.
It's on you!
here we are with
Pushing it.
Aerith. Let's attack this guy. Whoa, that was unexpected. Now that he is on the ground, let's go ahead and just keep on attacking him. Can I lock onto his horns? Yes, I can. Let's go ahead and head back over to Aerith and try to do a Tempest. Or not. Can we cure? Yes, we can. Let's cure a Cloud. And then head over to Cloud. Get ready for a counterattack. There we go. And he is pressured now, so let's do a focus thrust. And let's go over to Aerith and do a Ray of Judgment on Abzu himself. And then let's just keep on attacking with Tifa. Alright, so with Aerith, we're going to build up our ATB again. Or not. Let's go over to Cloud. And yeah. Ow. So Aerith is now has ATB gauge, so let's go ahead and cast Cure Raga on Cloud, and then Magnify will bounce that over to everyone. And I was hoping that the counter stance right there would work to our advantage. It did not, but that one did. Alright, and you know what? Let's go ahead and go to Tifa. Let's do a or not. I was trying to do a Starfall Shadow, but that did not work. Well, let's get out of the way of the water real quick. Oh, Tifa. That was unfortunate. Now he's gonna jump down. I tried to do a counter strike, but that did not work, unfortunately. And now let's go ahead and cast a regen on all of us as well. But alright. Now Unbridled Strike again to build that up. Let's go to Cloud and do a focus thrust. And then another one. And with Aerith, we're going to go ahead and, you know what? Let's Cura this time on Cloud.
You can do it. Let's go.
And Tifa, you can summon in Fat Chocobo.
Hope you're ready.
I really want to get Bahamut in, but these confined spaces do not lead to big boys like that. But anyway, so here we have Cloud. Let's go ahead and continue attacking. Did Regen not go off? I'm going to go with Regen did not proct. So let's go over to Aerith, cast Arise on Cloud, and just keep on attacking Abzu. And now we have Cloud back, and Tifa has 2 ATBs, so let's cast a Kaboom on one of the horns. And counter stance. I cannot tell if that worked because Fat Chocobo is in the way. I'm going to go with it did though. Alright, so we should be about to stagger.
Pushing it.
I'm coming.
Abzu. Let's go ahead and
Can you take over?
switch on back over to Cloud. And let's do a triple slash. And now let's get ready to do a counter stance. That did not do what I wanted to do. But here we have Kerplunk. That has got to hurt. I don't care how big you are. Alright, so we got him staggered. So let's go ahead and lock on to one of the horns.
This one's for you.
And let's raise up his stagger gauge. Alright, so we just broke one of the horns. And Abzu should be going down here relatively quickly. We're going to do an Infinity's End on him. And that should be it. There we go. We're going to Way of the Fist Volume 7. How was that guy harder than Hell House? So after this cutscene, I'm going to start upgrading some weapons because I feel like I haven't done that in quite a while.
Do you think it lives down here?
So after the cutscene, I'll be right back.
Corneo's pet. And we were dinner.
Hey,
That was a weird
you don't
laugh.
believe that crazy story of his, do you? Shinra wouldn't sacrifice a whole sector just to take out Avalanche, would they?
It's not just to take out Avalanche, Tifa.
Killing all those people just to get at us?
It's to get at Wu-Tai.
I don't know. Is Corneo the kind of guy who'd make up shit just to screw with you?
I wouldn't put it past him.
But if he was telling the truth, and there's still a chance he was, isn't there? Then we should go. And if it turns out he was lying, then so what, right?
Oh, Aerith. Directing party beliefs. Anyway, so I will be right back. Alright, so we are back, and I don't remember if there is a bench up here anytime soon. But I would much rather wait to find a bench than waste MP right now. So here's hoping that Aerith does not die.
To make our way back to Sector 7. The sewers under Sector 6 and 7 should be connected. If you get in trouble, just follow the stench.
Another one of those lessons?
An avalanche thing, actually. We use them to move around the Undercity in emergencies.
Well, this
Sure we're
seems
not
like an
lost?
emergency to me, Aerith. Or not Aerith, Tifa. Let's go ahead and take a look at this guy. And you know what? Just to be safe, I am going to actually Cura Aerith. That should get everyone a little bit of health. Her MP is perfectly fine. But let's go ahead and head this way to take care of this guy. A Sahuagin. An aquatic creature, or aquatic creatures that have taken up residence in the sewers. They are intelligent enough to have created their own language, and they defend their territory with harpoons of their own fashionings. Fire or ice spells rapidly fill their stagger gauge, while physical attacks have little effect on them, and they are weak to fire. So here we go. Oh yeah, and while I was upgrading weapons, I also decided to put ice on what's his face, on Cloud's weapon. I think I might be switching that over to fire here real quick. And there we go with that perfectly timed counter stance to take out the Sahuagin.
Would kill for a shower.
Sahuagin? I'm not really 100% sure, but let's go ahead and put fire on Cloud. Because those guys are going to be the most difficult guys down here. And let's go ahead and get going. Breaking these boxes will get us some Moogle medals and an MP shard to fill up our MP a little bit. And let's go ahead and see what's in the chest. We got 2 high potions. And let's go ahead and head this way and lower the water level. Was there anything over this way? There was some Shinra boxes to recover a little bit more MP. Ooh, and everyone is now at full, so let's go ahead and Cura one more time. Now everyone is at full HP as well. Perfect. Let's go ahead and head down the stairs underneath the little sluice and see what we have in here, because this used to be a weapon crate. It is now just a potion though. I was hoping for something a little bit better than a potion, but that's neither here nor there. So let's go ahead and continue on down here, and look, there is a bench here. We don't need it because we are all full on health. So I'm a little bit upset that I wasted a little bit of MP, but that is alright. Because it wasn't that much, and honestly, we should be regenning that relatively easily.
Bring it.
Here we have some more were-rats, so let's go ahead and do a triple slash.
Come on, bring it! That's a win.
And there's that. I don't know if I actually ever pointed this out on Aerith's silvered staff. But she has a couple of skills on here that is making this really useful. Right here, she has attack spells MP cost reduction by 20% and healing spell MP cost reduction reduced by 20%. So that's making the cure spells that we cast with her cast next to nothing, honestly. And she also has MP regeneration plus 50%. So whenever she is like casting spells, her MP is regenerating that much faster. And I would assume that that also helps with the various Shinra crates that we break for her. But don't quote me on that. Moving on through the sewers. Ooh, we have the crabs. The scissor claw, a large crustaceous or large crustaceans that dwell in the sewers. They feed on dead bodies that are washed down into the sewers. They are rather territorial, attacking any and all intruders they see with their giant claws. Ice attacks rapidly fill their stagger gauge. They are weak to ice. They resist melee attacks. But yeah, shouldn't be an issue. There we go. He is down, and there were also some were-rats involved in that fight, but they were no issue whatsoever. And now we need to go through this door right here, but there's another path down here to the side, so let's go ahead and take that and see what we find, because I honestly do not remember. Oh, it's a Corneo entrance, which we do not have the key right now, so let's go ahead and head through the gate instead. And up the ladder. Now, if it's the same, to the right over here is going to be a bunch of those crabs that I really do not want to fight in the dark. And to the left, there were no enemies, so we're going to be going to the left again.
It's really dark.
Just so that we could turn the lights on without any sort of
Cloud.
interference.
Corneo was telling us the truth. What do you think Shinra's really up to? I mean, they've got to have an endgame.
I told you, Tifa, they're trying to entice the people to be willing to go to war against Wutai.
Just to get back at us doesn't make any kind of sense.
Yeah, I can't imagine any way they could profit from it. It's gonna.
All right, now let's go ahead and head in here.
Guys like him do it all the time out of habit.
And let's go ahead and start up the generator.
That's a power generator, all right.
Come on, let's go.
Ancient.
It's an antique, older than the Mako reactors even. It would be a miracle if it still works.
Let's go. And the generator has been turned on, and it closed this door for some reason. I don't know why. Let's break these boxes, and now Aerith should be at full MP, which she is. Perfect.
Hey, would you look at that?
And let there be light.
Alright, now let's go ahead and head over to this other path. Just take out the crabs, because why not? There's one crab down. Let's go ahead and take out the other one. And there he goes.
Moving on.
Aerith, can you get out of that poison, please? Alright, now moving on around. I remember Barrett, when we come back here, mentioning something about a skeleton key somewhere in here. I don't remember ever getting one, though. Let's go ahead and raise that sluice gate. Drain the water out of here. And head on down to see what we have. Let's see, in this crate we have 800 gil, very nice. Then in these boxes we have a high potion. Let's go on back up. And I don't think there's anything else around here, but I am going to double check the other side real quick just to see if the water got drained out, which it did not. Is there another? Yes, there is. Alright, so let's drain the water out of here as well. Introduction of mechanics. So let's go ahead and head down here and pick up this. Which, oh, key to the sewers. Okay. That must be the key that Barrett was talking about, and I just didn't put two and two together. Alright, so let's get up on out of here.
It worked!
Alright, moving forward. We're going to have the various raising and lowering of sluice up in here.
Wait a minute. I know this place. Sector 7 should be just on the other side of this waterway.
Yes, ma'am.
This is where Sector 6 ends.
And where Sector 7 begins. Once we cross over, we can start looking for a way back to the surface.
Might be harder than you think.
Let's just try to make our way down this tunnel. See if we can't use those gates to clear a path. We can do this. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright, so let's go ahead and head this way. Where we got a were-rat and another one of those blue goo? The flying fish dudes. Who are weak to lightning and wind. Yeah. Let's go ahead and triple slash. And then just take out this final remaining were-rat.
Was never in doubt.
And let's continue on down this ladder over here. Breaking these Shinra boxes. Got another Moogle medal. And dropping the water level just a little tiny bit. Alright, and now let's go ahead and head on down here where we got some more of the flying fish and crab enemies. Flying fish are down. Let's go ahead and there we go. There's the crab. Yeah, let's continue on underneath here where again we have some more flying fish and crabs. Triple slash should help here. There goes the fish. And another triple slash. It got blocked. It got blocked again. Alright. So here we go. Let's go ahead and triple slash this guy. There we go. And that's both of the crabs down. And now we are going to have to go up this ladder. And do something with this sluice over there. I forget exactly how that clears our path, but I know that it does. Oh, that's right. It goes down, gets stopped by all of the junk, and then we could cross across the top. If we could ever get up the ladder. Ooh, did I do this before? I did, because that's where I ended the episode last time we were here. Alright, so there we have a couple high potions and a materia here, which is an orb of poison materia. How fitting. So here we go, crossing across the sluice gate. And there we have have another Sahuagin down there just waiting for us. Let's go ahead and break these boxes real quick. Nothing that I wanted, but it'll work. Let's go ahead and open this up with a triple slash against the Sahuagin. Now let's dodge out of the way. I did not mean to like travel into that guy.
I'm waiting.
Got a counter stance ready, but he did not attack. That's unfortunate. But that's alright, because I can still easily take him down. And he jumped when I wasn't ready. Darn it. Ooh, I got turned into a frog.
I'll take care of him.
So here we go with Aerith to just finish off this battle.
Gotta go for it now.
There we go.
That's the way to do it.
Now let's go ahead and head up this ladder. And how are we on health? We're running a little bit low, so we'll have Aerith just kind of hit us up a little bit again. Now let's go ahead and raise the water level. Raising up the perfectly placed platforms that did not get washed away. I still feel like something should have like jumped out at us right here.
Damn it. I can't stop thinking about what Corneo said.
But even as it is, listen to what Aerith says here, and
Me too.
just more evidence that she knows exactly what's going
There's
on.
no way they'd go that far. But what if Corneo really was telling the truth? We have to get there in time to stop it. We have to.
Right.
Aerith, what are you not telling me?
Huh?
She's not telling you that no matter what we
Guys,
do,
come on.
Sector 7 slums need to get crushed.
Coming! I'll go first. Okay, Aerith, your turn.
On my way. Here we go.
You know, for a florist, Aerith has some really nice boots.
Almost there. That was close.
Thanks, you saved me.
Least I could do.
Hear that, Cloud? Come on.
By the way, I said boots with a T. I realized I might have mumbled a little bit right there, and might have not come across clearly. So let's go ahead and head on up the ladder, and head on over here.
Focus.
Still thinking about the plate?
Yeah.
The future isn't set in stone. That's what I always tell myself.
Yeah? I hope you're right.
How about this then? Think of something fun. After saving Sector 7, you're gonna...
I'm gonna go shopping. Topside. I'll buy stuff for the bar, decorations, coasters.
Can I come?
You'd better.
Then it's a date.
Cloud can carry all our stuff.
He'll be our pack chocobo.
What was that about me?
Nothing.
So that right there was Aerith basically trying to fool herself. Like, yeah, future ain't set in stone. We could change things.
Cloud!
Alright, so nice little blue right there.
Hold on tight!
On three, okay? 1, 2, 3.
Sorry about that.
No need to be.
Alright, so now that we've made it across that, let's go ahead and crush these crates real quick. Eyes are now green again. Not a deep green, but very light green. Heading up back on down the sewer lines. Gotta move fast. Alright, got some more crates right here containing a high potion. And a little rest area right here, so let's go ahead and take a seat, top off our health. Alright, and let's continue on. Down the ladder. Got nothing that way, so let's go this way. So the game wants us to go right. We are going straight for the crate. And some were-rats, which are going to get triple slashed. Is there only one? Oh no. I got debated, guys. I got baited. Not that it really did anything, but it still pulled me in further than I probably should have been. With 2 orbs of gravity right there. How exactly they're supposed to hold an orb of gravity, I'm not sure, but I believe that's going to be a demi spell. Which, now that I think about it, I think that's the only way we get demi in the game. Alright, so moving on past the pipes. I can see that we have a crab up here. So let's go ahead and triple slash and see if we can take them out before they shell up. Which we might be. Oh nope. That guy guarded right at the end. Alright, there we go.
Not bad.
Good to know that those putrid orbs can be counterstanced. I just honestly kind of did that out of a reaction, not actually knowing if it would work or not. Let's go ahead and head down the ladder. And move on into this chamber. And again, the game wants us to go to the right, but we're going to go straight. Crash these boxes, and then now we're going to go right. Heading on up the ladder. We're going to go down instead of up. Take on the were-rats and the flying fish. If we can avoid the flying fish's orbs, that would be great, which we were. But the were-rat did something to us that kind of stun blocked us for a second. Nothing down here, so let's go over here and down the ladder. We've got an orb of materia up here, which is a orb of healing materia. I feel like that was elemental before, or something. No, that was a blue materia before. But now that we're here, let's go ahead and take on the fish and the Sahegan. Fish is down, so let's get ready to counter stance the Sahegan. That did not work the way I wanted it to.
Come on.
Nope. Keep on doing it too early. We are getting locked up here. Come on, Sahegan. There we go. Counter stance the jump, and he goes down.
Was never in doubt.
And we kind of completely destroyed this area. We got a pair of revival earrings right there. I think I might have missed that chest in my first playthrough. Heading on down. Let's go ahead and head back up this ladder. And go on over here. Where we got some flying fish and were rats. Ooh, and a squid. Oh no, and a crab. Crab's dead. They're all dead.
Keep those gloves up.
Sure thing, Coach.
And on to the junction room. Where there's nothing for us to do in here, so let's head on up this ladder. Through this door. And moving on down. Here's our quest marker right here.
Look, that must be the way out.
I wonder. There must be some way we can lower the water level.
There is. That's going to be first happening through here.
Guys, check it out. Seventh Heaven's water tank has something similar. I'm betting we can use this to control the sewage level.
Hey, Cloud, you want to give it a try?
This
You
one
know
tread
it.
water. Right?
So let's go ahead and pull this. Looks like we still only have one failure.
Must be busted.
A red light indicates a blockage, apparently. We can use the hand pump to clear the blockage. Sounds about right. I remember having to do this at the bar before.
All right. I'll...
Aerith, you mind giving me a hand? Cloud, you stay put. Keep an eye out for more red lights.
Wait. I'm not sure...
Trust me, this is the best way to handle it. We'll be back.
Why? Why is this the best way to handle it, Tifa? Can you explain that to me, please? I mean, I know that this requires two people, but you do not. So please explain it for me.
So maybe this is a little different from the one at the bar. More industrial?
Alright, so here we go with the pulling up and the mashing of X to open up the thingamajig. Now let's pull down, and we got it. Now let's do that 2 more times, shall we? I'm gonna miss this one. Yep, way too soon.
Try to stay in sync.
There we go. There is attempt number 2 done.
That went well.
Now we gotta do it one more time.
All good.
Oh, way too late.
Keep calm.
I find it very helpful that the game doesn't fully close off the red area. Makes it a little bit easier on each
All right,
subsequent
I think that did
attempt.
it.
Wonderful.
Okay, let's head back. Cloud's probably getting worried.
Alright, so let's go head back to Cloud. And pull the button, or lever. Causing the water level to drop.
Nicely done.
And also
We made
causing
a
some
great
Sahegan
team.
enemies
Go
to
team.
spawn. And this is going to be the end of the chapter, so I'm going to kind of unleash with as much magic as I need.
Go on.
I'm going to fire Rog at you, then switch over to Aerith,
This one's for you.
And then I'm going to fire Raga you.
It's your turn now.
Leave it to me.
And triple slash. And they're down.
Moving on then.
Now let's go ahead and head down the ladder.
I won't lose.
And we got some more Sahegans.
Deal with that.
I'll take care of them.
Calling fire.
So I'm going to do a full level Tempest.
That's that.
Hopefully build up our stagger gauge. And fire Raga this Sahegan again. And he goes down.
Stay back. I'll show you what I can
Cloud
do.
fell asleep.
Okay. Yeah.
And there we go.
And we're safe.
Took out the Sahegan and the flying fish. Got some Mako shards right there. And you know what? Aerith's MP is still at full. That is how well that regeneration pairs with the 20% less.
Sure is nice to go up for a change.
Alright, so here we have some more Sahegans. So we're going to Fyra. This one, hopefully catching the other one as it drops in. And you know what? For giggles, let's cast Stop on this guy too.
My turn.
Build up ATB with Aerith.
Bring it. That'll do. Bring it on.
And then let's go ahead and cast another Fyraga.
Finish him off.
Leave it to me.
That did 9,999 damage, guys. And this is going to be the last Sahegan, I believe. And there we go. He is down.
Hang back. I'll go on ahead and secure the exit.
So let's go ahead and head up here. Let's interact with the ladder, and that is going to be the end of chapter 10. So here we go.
Looks like they're hungry for more.
We're not delicious. Not even a little bit.
Get going.
Now.
Okay.
You too.
But there's too many of them.
Not for me.
No, I'm not gonna lie. As someone who plays as a lizard folk right now in D&D, I kind of want these Sahegans to succeed.
Back off or die.
Like, I know that they won't, and I know there's no way they can, but there's a little bit of my brain that's like, no, my brethren, you must survive. Alright, so here we are in chapter 11, the train graveyard. This level should be fun. Not much more difficult, Big Ghosty is going to be at the end.
Understood. The avalanche mission's been approved. We ought to proceed as planned.
This is bullshit. What the hell are they thinking?
Threats to public order are to be summarily put down. This is what we've always done.
Summarily put down.
So the Turks don't realize that it's Shinra blowing up everything. I mean, we are technically blowing stuff up, but not causing all the damage. Am I to understand that right? Like, they think that we blew up the complete Reactor 1 and Reactor 5 instead of just the pumps?
Don't worry. We'll make it in time.
What would really fuck with me is if we did make it on time. Alright, so here we are. Let's go ahead and take a look at the, no, there's nothing new in here. So, smash a box. Grab a high potion. Let's head up the ladder.
We could get lost in here.
This is the train graveyard, all right. A real treasure trove of scrap.
Sector 7 should be just past that large maintenance facility over there. I vote we stay in the light so we can see where we're going.
Dark, dark everywhere.
That it?
Alright. Now let's go ahead and head down the ladder. And
It's deserted.
move on.
Creepy. People don't come around here often. And not just because of the monsters, but because of the stories.
What kind?
Everyone seems to think that the train graveyard is haunted. Those who lose their way out there in the dark of night will never, ever find their way back home again.
Is that right?
I mean, it's not like I think it's true or anything. But you know, it's just...
Then let's hurry.
You know, it's amazing how, like, even the most rational people could be scared by ghost stories when they're in the ghost story itself, or the location of the ghost story. Like, tell them a ghost story and, like, while they're at home, yeah, no big deal. It's all just fun games. Tell them a ghost story while they're in the graveyard, and suddenly that is creepy as hell. Alright, so back here we got what used to be a weapon chest. I forget what weapon it was. But let's see what's in it now. Is it another potion? It is another potion. Good to know, good to know. Moving on.
Get back.
We got some were-rats over here. So let's triple slash and take down as many as we can. Now let's do another triple slash. Get the final two, and there we go.
Just like that, okay?
I gotcha.
Got a Moog Metal right in there. Let's go ahead and head up the ladder. Ooh, now that I have headphones on, I might actually be able to hear the chuckle, like, as we walk through this door. But first, of course, we got the enemies.
What was that?
I forget what they are. Feel like they're kind of like the Gorger. Oh yes, these guys. The Cripshay? Sure. Or the Cripshay. They're nocturnal carnivores found in the train graveyard. These violent, aggressive creatures hunt for prey in packs and will not hesitate to set upon humans. No technical data to be found, and they are weak to ice. So let's go ahead and open up with a triple slash. And take on the other ones. Ow.
I'm coming.
Bad doggo. Get off of me.
Why don't you lead the way?
Alright, so we got a few more. Actually, I think that's the last one. Nope, nope, that's the last one. There we go. So that is all of those guys.
I think I just heard a little kid. Did you guys hear it too?
Why would there be kids out here this late?
What?
I didn't hear it. So the fact that I didn't hear it with my headphones on lets me believe that it wasn't there. Unless it was in the headphone that is not currently covered by, or the ear that's not currently covered by my headphones. Yeah. So let's go ahead and keep on going. I forget, what are the ghosts weak to? Was it ice or fire? There's our first little ghosty pal. Who, when you're moving out of clip, it just looks like he disappeared. Well, when you stop and look at him, he traveled right into the train. The other train. Alright. Here we got our Pokemon drawings yet again.
Come on.
And let's take on the were-rats and the... I don't even know what to call these guys. Ripshay? Alright, triple slash. Well, that should be everyone. Yes, it is. Now, I'm assuming that this treasure chest back here is still going to be a single gill. But I gotta find out. It is just a single gill still. Alright. Looks like we've got some pranksters on our way. Or on our hands. So let's go ahead and head on up here. And let's go ahead and head down over here. Ooh, hey, I just saw a kid right there. I don't remember seeing a kid there before. So we got some more Cripshade enemies. That guy is behind the train. That's why I wasn't able to get to him. Ooh, we got 2 of them over here. There we go. Let's go ahead and smash open the box. And I forget what materia this is. I feel like it was HP up. Yes, sir. Alright, move through the train yard. Got some more Moogle medals right there. And here we have our little linear path to fall down the hole. I was so convinced that this thing was going to get pulled out from underneath us that I didn't even think that we were going to get booby trapped again right here.
Huh? What is that?
You okay?
All good, I think.
Still in one piece here, too. Guys?
Seriously?
Come on, huh? Well, that's inviting.
Alright. Let's go ahead and smash these boxes. Unfortunately, we were not able to regain any sort of
Alright, let's see what's
MP.
inside.
That's a lot of artwork.
Well, what do you think?
I think we need to go inside.
I'm game.
Huh?
But...
It'll be fine. We've got a bodyguard, don't forget. Mine. Right?
Ghosts aren't my thing.
You're just being modest. After you.
Mind letting me go then?
Blue eyes again. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a step forward. And moving on in.
What was that? Look!
There we see the
Over
kid
there.
running across up there. And hey, you know kids, they just want to have fun, right?
Found you. Hey, can we talk? Just for a bit?
Jerk.
Get back.
Alright, so here we got a ghost. They are weak to fire. They resist ice. Spirits that drift around the train graveyard. These troubling pests set upon passerby and cause mischief as well as harm to what end no one knows. They cast shield when hit with physical attacks and reflect when hit with magical attacks. Use magic attacks when they have cast shield and physical attacks when they have cast reflect. So let's go ahead and take this guy on with a triple slash. And unfortunately, we were not able to take him out before he put up his little physical wall. Ow. But we were able to stagger him, so hopefully we are not going to need to cast another fire spell. There we go.
It's you.
So let's go ahead and put fire on Aerith, which she already has. Perfect.
Don't!
That thing's dangerous.
I know, but even so.
What the?
You know, there are a couple moments in this game where Cloud is about to strike someone down, but someone else in the party stops him. I wonder if that's foreshadowing for what happens to Aerith in the original game.
Run!
I also wonder if that means if in the remake's imagining of that, if no one's gonna stop him from striking down Aerith.
Thanks, Cloud. You saved us.
That is, of course, assuming Aerith is still the one that dies. And you clicked on a video that said spoiler heavy, so
Gonna need to
if you didn't know that, that's on you. Alright, so let's go ahead and head on out of here. Take care of the graveyard dogs. And for those of you that are listening, not watching, those would be the Cripshay again, that I'm calling a graveyard dog. So not able to make it through here. Although I feel like Cloud would be able to open that up. Oh, excuse the yawn right there. I feel like Cloud would be able to pull that open. Kind of reminds me of Pennywise right there, to be honest with you. Alright, so as that train gets pulled up, let's go ahead and head through here.
Guess the crane's up there.
Any crates down here? Does not look like it. So let's move on. We know that we can't go in there. We know that operating that crane is not going to do anything. So let's go ahead and head over here as the camera follows that mist into the control room. And we're going to go down there and take care of that Drake and get that treasure chest.
Keep your cool.
No need to worry.
We could have equipped wind right here. It might have helped a little bit, but I don't really think it would have helped enough to justify. I did not mean to infinity thing right there. I did not realize that I was actually pressing that button.
I'll take care of them too late.
There we go. So let's go ahead and see what's in this chest. Is it going to be another one of those accessories? It is. Perfect. So that is another golf bangle, which I believe has 4 slots on it, if I remember correctly. Let's go ahead and head in here. And wait until Aerith finds the little ghosties hiding in the locker.
I found you.
Yes, you did, Aerith. And now let's take these guys out, switch over to Aerith, build up some ATB. Oh no, I got smacked. And now that we have built up some ATB, let's go ahead and fire Raga.
This is gonna hurt. Get him!
And let's build up some more ATB over here.
One more shot.
And he has cast Reflect.
Can you take
So let's switch over to Tifa and just beat this guy down. There we go. Alright, now I'm moving through the door. Are there any crates? There are not that we can smash. Let's go ahead and head across the way and and head inside this building, where we're going to find another little ghosty.
More in here?
Looks like. Aha! Found you.
So let's open this up with a triple slash. And another triple slash. And he now has put up his barrier. So let's just cast attacks with Aerith until this guy goes down, because her attacks are, of course, considered magic.
That'll do.
And there we go. So let's break the boxes, recover a little bit of MP. Open up this door. Move on in here. Open up this guy to get the chest out here. Containing 2 mega potions. But now let's unlock this door. Alright, now moving back to where we are supposed to go. Yeah, let's continue on down these stairs. Open up this chest over here, which I believe was an eco mist or echo mist. Head on up here and continue it on. And we got some more of the graveyard puppies over here. And one more. There we go. They are down. Got an antidote from the crate. Got one on up. Let's go ahead and see what we got in here. Got 1,000 gil from that. Nice. And moving around in this room over here, we are back in the building where Aerith found the first pair of ghosts in the locker room. So let's open up this chest that we could not get to before for Moogle metal. Then on this side, we got some crates containing some high potions. How's everyone's MP? Maxed out. Perfect. So let's go on up here and take a seat to recover our HP before this little battle. Oh, and one thing I should make note of, if we go back to the previous episode, which is going to be Chapter 9, The Town That Never Sleeps. If we go through it on hard again, but this time we do talk to Johnny and we do Sam's side quest, we will get this final manuscript up here. But so far, that is the only manuscript that we have missed. Looks like we have 2 in here, and I'm assuming that's going to be for both of the bosses. But let's go ahead and head on in. This guy's probably going to be immune to stop, isn't he? Let's go ahead and activate the control panel.
Tifa!
Quick clouds, counter stance.
Coming to get you?
So is Aerith able to talk to these guys because she is etc.? Is that why she's able to like understand them?
I don't have time for your shit.
Alright, so here we got this guy, which is the ghoul. His weakness is fire, and I don't know how to say that word. Aggregate of ghosts. The large amounts of baleful energy that result from this aggregation allow it to use telekinesis. Switches between physical and ghostly forms, and neither magic attacks against a physical form nor physical attacks against a ghostly form have any effect on the stagger gauge. Use magic attacks against a ghostly form to rapidly fill the stagger gauge. So, here we go with this guy again. Ow. 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 This guy's hitting a lot harder than I personally remember. So, come on, Tifa. Ow. Back to Cloud. Here's hoping that we can take care of this guy. Oh yeah. I'm going to apparently fail on that attempt right there to do a triple slash. Well, let's go ahead and quickly cast Regen on everyone. Okay, and it looks like he is in his ghostly form right now, so let's cast Fire Raga on him. Ow. Ow.
I'll show you what I can do.
That does not look good, guys.
One more shot. It's your turn.
Alright, so we got him pressured, so let's go ahead and just kind of lay in the hate with a triple or with a focus thrust right there. Let's go ahead and head over to Aerith and cast another cure. And with Tifa, let's do a focus strike. Or not. I guess you could just kind of yell at us and stop. Ooh.
Just hang on. I'm coming.
So, Cloud is down, so let's go ahead and raise him up. Or not. Aerith apparently used her MP, but was not able to actually raise up Cloud. So let's go ahead and try to do that again.
Okay, up and at him.
There we go. Unfortunately, Aerith got silenced in the process, but that is, I guess, sometimes unavoidable. Or how are you against stop? Okay, you are immune to stop. Let's go ahead and I am silenced as well as Cloud.
I'll show you what I can do.
So I know that this guy's not going to move for a second, so I'm going to do a full level Tempest and hopefully put him back in the pressure state, which he is. So focus thrust, and then let's go over here with Tifa, do a focus strike, and then with Aerith, we are going to do a Ray of Judgment.
I'll take care of you.
There we go, we got him staggered. And now coming back over to Tifa, we're going to Unbridled Strength, and apparently get blown out of the way.
Watch yourself. Here goes.
Oh yeah, I forgot this guy had multiple phases. Like, this is like a rampage mode, right? Yeah. Alright, so let's see if we can't get close enough to him. So that piercing scream, you could apparently counter-strike.
I got this.
Didn't really help me not get stunned, but good to know that it is counter-strikeable.
You're up. I'm coming. Can you take over for me?
Alright, so here we are. Back as Cloud. We need Aerith to, Yep, that's kind of what I figured was going to happen. We need Aerith to build up some ATB so that she can, again, arise Cloud.
You can do it. Let me. I'm here.
Ooh, but this guy's now in his ghostly form. So let's switch back to Cloud. Let's see if we can't build up any ATB, which doesn't look like we can.
All set. It's on you. Come on.
They need to have some sort of like ATB shared. Like, hey, this character has full ATB, can't do anything with it though, so let me pass it on to the next character.
Let's switch it up.
Okay, that grab attack is getting kind of
However I can
annoying.
help.
Anyway, let's go ahead and continue attacking this guy. Let's go ahead and cast Fire Rock. Oh, nope, he is not pressured. That is not going to do anything.
You're burning up.
Or not pressured.
Here goes. Let me.
He's in his physical form is what I meant to say. So we're going to do a focus strike with Tifa. And hopefully do a focus thrust. Now he's going to push us out of the way again.
Come on.
Let's get back on him. I tried to do a counter stance right there, but
You've got this.
I did not have the ATB effect. Ow. Ow. Alright, so Cloud's limit break is full. If we can get back to him. I don't think that this is going to work. I have a feeling that he's going to like disappear out of the way. But let's go ahead and show this time, because I don't actually know if I've ever shown it. Alright, so that pressured him pretty good. So let's go ahead and cast Firaga on him. Because he's in his ghostly form, and there we go, he is down. And we obtain an Orb of Subversion and a Telluric Scripture, Volume 10.
That was fun. All this time, you were waiting for someone to come and play with you.
What are you talking about? Come on, let's get back to the crane.
Alright, so let's go ahead and head through this door and head back to the crane. I will see you guys at the crane when I get there. Alright guys, so here we are back at the crane. So let's go ahead and put the car down.
Just like we hoped. What a relief.
We should be able to get through now.
Let's find out.
Alright, so let's go ahead and exit the train yard. Or at least the station? Whatever you want to call this area. What does the game even call this area? The maintenance facility. Let's go ahead and exit the maintenance facility. But before we do that, we have a couple drakes over here to take care of. Cloud used a lot more magic in that fight than I probably should have. Alright, so let's just take care of these drakes as Aerith. Or not.
I got this.
This is not working out the way I wanted it to. Did I say that this thing, or that we obtained a Tuft of Phoenix down? I think it might have. Alright, so here goes the first little Drake. Now let's go take care of this second. Even though it cast Tornado on us. Switching over to Aerith for some ranged combat. And there we go. second Drake is down. Let's see what they were guarding on the chest. I believe it was more eco mists. Yes, it was. And let's go take a look at Marlene. Let's see how she's doing. That's a little dark, I'm sorry.
We're through.
Great. Let's head outside. Wait.
So sad.
A girl?
Marlene?
And the kids
That is going to be the only time that Aerith ever hears the name Marlene.
So you have to stay far, far away from there.
All right then, I will.
Oh, you know Betty? Yesterday she went with her daddy to... When is Daddy coming back?
Actually, he might not make it home tonight. Marlene, what are you? We can't waste any more time here.
What was that about?
Nothing you need to worry about. Let's get going.
So I bring up the fact that that would be the only time that Aerith has heard the name Marlene. Just because later in the next chapter, she already knows who Marlene is and that she needs to go save her. But anyway, let's go ahead and slide on through here. There we can see that the assault on the pillar is already underway. So that is obviously where we need to head over to, but let's smash these boxes first, regain a little bit of MP. And now let's slide over the train tracks. The turntable.
Oh, it's moving.
Maybe now we can get to the other side.
Coming through.
Alright, so we've got some enemies here. We've got some were rats. We're going to triple slash these guys, take them down real quick.
Keep your cool.
Now we've got some ghosts appearing. So again, we're going to triple slash. We were not able to take care of that guy before he built up
Here goes.
his physical resistance. So we're going to switch over to Aerith. Step back a little bit so that we can be doing some magical damage to this guy. Ow. And you know what? Let's go ahead and cast a Fyra on the ghost.
How's this?
There's that one down. Let's go ahead and cast Fyra on the next
Why don't you
ghost.
lead the way?
Switch over to Cloud because there is some more enemies over here. And let's take out the graveyard puppies with some triple slashes.
No
And
surprises
there is everyone. We got some more Shinra boxes over here. Able to regain a little bit of MP. Inventory is full on the high potions. Let's go ahead and head on up here. Then let's head down here and interact with our first
Do you think these
train
trains might
caboose.
still run?
Could give it a try.
And I'm going to need to remember to switch over to Ice Elemental here coming up.
Everybody good?
Yeah.
somehow, for some reason, we're able to listen in on the Turks radio station here.
Got it. Yeah, of course I do. We just got the damn thing whenever. Except that.
You got a death wish or something? Because I sure as shit don't.
What problem? Do you have a problem?
Not really. Small arms fire between local boys trying to defend the pillar.
Well, would you feel all the time? Sending resources.
Ow.
I'll tell you that there's a truth about it.
So that's what we are.
Sounds like you when the mission is complete.
Tifa.
They're really gonna drop the plate.
They won't if Barrett and the others have anything to say about it.
All we can do now is keep moving.
Please. Please let us be in time.
Alright, so now that we have moved the train and gotten our little cutscene, let's go ahead and head on up this guy, this little train ladder, and moving forward. Got some drakes over there, but they are not currently an issue. So let's keep moving. Got another helicopter flying overhead. Got a couple of helicopters flying overhead. Smash the crates. Can I climb up this ladder? I cannot. That would not be a comfortable ladder to have to climb up though. It's all bendy. Anyway, moving on through the train yard. Got another caboose over here to move. How do these things still run without tracks and been discommissioned for God knows how long?
Wow! Would you look at that?
Let alone pushing that completely sideways. Alright, so we got some drakes coming up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put wind over here on Cloud. And I'm also going to give Aerith some wind as well. Just make the fight a little tiny bit faster. Because we have a Cerulean Drake and a Lesser Drake.
Let us through, or else.
But having wind on our weapons will, like I said, hopefully make the fight a little bit faster, assuming I can actually hit this guy. Which it doesn't look like I am going to be able to, so I'm just going to cast an Aurora, the second level wind spell on him. That did not do anything. Good to know. So let's see what happens if we cast it at first level. Will I actually catch him? Yes, I did. Perfect.
Go on.
Let's go ahead and do the same thing with Aerith. And that time we were able to stagger him. Perfect. And now that he's on the ground, let's unleash a Triple Slash. Ow. And another arrow spell. Taking him out, and then with Aerith, let's just cast a first level wind spell on the Lesser Drake, taking him down. Perfect. And then now, I am going to switch this wind out for ice. For reasons that will be made obvious in a second if you don't already know. And you know what, Tifa? You are no longer going to have Fat Chocobo, you are going to have Shiva.
Do it.
Let's go ahead and activate this this train car to give us a path across. Everything just lines up so perfectly.
Let's go.
Alright. Slide on down the ladder. Run all the way to this other train. Climb on up. And let's get going. Going on to our second boss fight of the chapter. But before we do that, we of course have an opportunity to sit down and regenerate some HP. Now let's go ahead and head in here.
Almost there. Come on.
I mean, obvious boss room is obvious. Got some ghosties flying around the group.
Aerith!
And they take Aerith away from us, unfortunately. Cloud looks pissed.
The kids that the Black Wind carries away have to live in the train graveyard forever and ever.
They just want a friend.
You're just trying to help, aren't you?
Hello, Elgor.
You're the one who...
Are you ready? Well, are ya?
I'm ready now!
Me too. Found you. No way. We found you.
You got me. Hey, where's Aerith?
I'm ready. I'm ready. I said I'm ready. Come get me. I'm right here. Mom?
Aerith!
Alright, so I know I was quiet through that whole scene. I'm still just trying to digest and figure out what that particular scene means.
I guess you did.
Alright, so here is Eligor, a ghastly fiend that haunts a train graveyard and feeds on human fear to grow stronger. It is a manifestation of the memories and sorrows that linger in the train graveyard. When it is in the air, hit it with wind attacks to rapidly fill its stagger gauge. I don't have wind on anyone. How unfortunate. Unleash a leaping attack to knock it down to the ground. You can obtain a weapon for Aerith with steel. That is going to be the bladed staff. So yeah, if you don't have it, here's where you're going to get it. It is weak to ice and it resists physical attacks. It is immune to silence, sleep, slow, and fixed damage. So let's go ahead and take care of this guy. Ow. Can I counter that? Thank you. So let's try that again with the counter stance.
After you.
Let's go ahead and come over here with Tifa and do a focus strike now that we've got our pressure. And with Aerith, let's go ahead and cast a Blizzaga spell.
Can you take over?
Now let's go over to Cloud. And just kind of waylay on him.
I'm waiting.
Can I? Yep. There's another perfect counter stance right there. Building up stagger gauge and ATB. And he has silenced all of us. How unfortunate. But let's go ahead and switch over to Punisher mode. There, we got him staggered right there. So this is our chance to unleash quite a fair bit of damage. Let's Infinities end him with Cloud. Let's come over here with Tifa, and ooh, we have entered his second phase already. Alright, so here he is flying around. He for some reason cast Reflect on us.
We gotta switch it up. I'll show you what I can do.
So let's go ahead and cast Blizzaga on him again.
Tagging out.
Come over here to Cloud and see if we can hit him at all. Ooh, Cloud just died. That is unfortunate. And Aerith is silenced right now, so she can't raise him. But what we are going to do is we're going to call in Shiva. For the obvious ice attacks. Now we're going to switch over to Aerith. Apparently not, because she is asleep. We're going to have Tifa have Shiva attack Eligor. Alright, now Aerith is awake and no longer silent, so we're going to arise Cloud.
Okay, up and at him. You've got this.
Taking over.
Now we got Cloud back. So we are going to hop up and do our best to build some ATB here. Let's see if we can't cast a Blizzaga to bring him down. Ow. Something tells me that just trying to cast a spell on this guy causes him to eye laser us. Or maybe not. Got it. Alright, so he is now back down on the ground. So let's build up ATB with Tifa. Have her do a Heavenly Strike. I don't think that went through.
Just taking a little.
Oh hey, it did go through. Cool. So Eligor is now pressured again, so let's do a focus thrust to build up that stagger gauge.
One more shot.
And this horse is running around super crazily. Alright, so back up in the air. Let's Icicle Impact Eligor with Shiva. We've got Reflect again coming in. Which I mean, normally would be a good status ailment. but not what we want right now, because it means that we also can't heal.
Thanks for that.
Alright, Elgor, where did you go? There you are.
Stay back.
This is not going to work the way I want it to, is it? Nope. And Aerith is silenced, and Tifa has nothing that we can use on this guy. Actually, you know what? Thinking about it, we might be able to stop this guy.
Come on.
That did not work the way I wanted it to, but it worked.
Don't overdo it.
Alright, so Tifa, can we do this with you? Because, I mean, he's not...
Can you take over for me?
He's not immune to it, right? Ooh, he did get stopped. Nice. So we're going to Infinity's End. You know what? We're going to Infinity's End, the right wheel right here. And then with Aerith, we're just going to Blizzaga the main body and hope that this splash damage takes care of the rest. Alright, so we just crippled the right wheel. Which, in theory, should mean that this guy ain't going anywhere. Okay. Alright, so Aerith is now going to Blizzaga the left wheel, because I want to see what happens. Alright, so we got silenced again. I'm going to triple slash you. I really want to disable this left wheel. Alright, so now both wheels are disabled. And there he goes, he is down. Giving us the Way of the Fist Volume 8 for Tifa.
And you can go to hell.
Let's go.
Right.
Right.
And I believe this is supposed to symbolize the fact that we have now freed all the spirits here? Maybe?
It's that ghost.
So long.
Alright, now moving on forward. That is going to be the end of this chapter. Once we make it to the gate over here and do a little cutscene. So let's go ahead and take care of that. You know, for all the helicopters we see come this way, we only ever actually see one while we're on the pillar. Alright guys, so that is going to be the end of this episode. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me today. If you're liking what you're seeing, go ahead and like, share, comment, and subscribe. Go ahead and hit that little bell notification icon as well. That way you know whenever I upload. But other than that, this is going to be Famine 52 signing out. And until next time, peace out.